Today I decided to do something you're never supposed to do. I'm gonna do everything possible to not make money. I'm going against the signals, against the logic, against what the chart is showing. If the system says up, I'm going down. If it says down, I'm going up. And the most important part, I cannot change that rule. Make sure you watch this video till the end. This gets interesting. My name is Steven. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Let's get into it. Today I'm trading with Donchian Channels and RSI. Here are the settings if you're interested. First setup, we're getting a bullish signal on the chart. The move starts building momentum, candles are stretching higher, and normally this is where you'd be looking for a buy trade, but I'm doing the opposite. Expiration 2 minutes and I'm opening a short position for $695. Now, this is important to understand. Taking an entry against momentum is always elevated risk because you never really know where that move is going to stop. Sometimes the market gives a quick pullback and that's what you can catch, but most of the time momentum just keep pushing. Beautiful, locking in $639 in profit, and now this is where things already start feeling weird. I did exactly what I wasn't supposed to do and still got a positive result. Real quick, if you want to trade together with me, just join my Telegram group. I'm there daily sharing how I read the market, what levels I watch, and how I react in real time. You can keep it simple and connect to copy trading so that everything gets mirrored automatically, or you can trade manually and build the skill step by step. Access is free, but I keep the group pretty small, so send me a message if you want in. Second setup, now the chart starts printing a bearish signal, price begins shifting lower, structure looks clean to the downside, and logically this would be a short trade, but once again I flipped the decision. Expiration 2 minutes, opening a buy position for $1,240. And here's the interesting part. When the market starts dropping, a lot of traders end up entering late, and that's usually where you get a short-term pullback. But the problem is, without proper analysis, you don't know if it's the beginning of reversal or it's just a temporary pause. Beautiful, taking $1,140 in profit. 2 entries in a row against the signal. Third setup, the market gives another bullish signal. Candles continue pushing higher, momentum looks solid, and it feels like the move should continue, but I'm still sticking to my rule. Expiration 2 minutes, opening a short position for $1,755. Now the size is getting bigger, and this is where the pressure starts kicking in, because the larger the position gets, the harder it becomes to ignore the obvious direction. I'm literally watching the market move up while pricing down. Great result, locking in $1,614 in profit. And this right here is the most dangerous moment, because when you make the wrong decision several times in a row and still make money, you start believing this strategy actually works. Fourth setup, and this is where the market changes. The movement becomes less clear, structure starts breaking down, signals begin conflicting with each other. This is exactly the kind of area where even under normal conditions, you need to stay careful. But I keep doing the opposite. Expiration 2 minutes, opening a long position for $1,465. Honestly, this entry already looks extremely questionable. There's no clean momentum, no confidence in direction, and in conditions like this, the probability of being wrong gets much higher. This one closed negatively, and this is the moment that brings everything back to reality, because up to this point, it started feeling like even bad decisions could somehow work. But sooner or later, the market always shows you reality. Final setup, price starts moving lower again, selling pressure comes in, candles are closing lower, structure becomes more directional. Logically, this should be another short, but I'm not changing the rules. Expiration 2 minutes, opening a long position for $1,415. This is the final entry, and the tension here is definitely the highest because once again, I'm trading directly against the obvious move. clean execution, closing this one with $1,301 in profit. Balance is now sitting at $4,731. Let's wrap this session up. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this experiment was really strange. I did everything possible to not make money. I intentionally traded against the signals, and at some point it actually started working. But there's one thing you need to understand here. When you trade against logic, you're not controlling the outcome. You're just catching moments where the market gives a temporary pullback. Today, the balance went from $1,500 all the way to $4,731. But that does not make this approach valid, because over the long run, decisions like this lead to the opposite result. And today, I only did this for entertainment. So remember, if you have any questions, you can always message me on Telegram and I'll always help you out. I appreciate you watching the video, subscribing to the channel and liking it. My name is Steven. I'll see you in the next one.